This is the Sands Expo and Convention Center, and I'm on my way to the International Vision Expo and Conference. First, we pass a myriad of showcases, and I just heard a woman say if I vote for my favorite showcase, I could win $500. Well, I just might do that. Here's the opening view in the exhibit hall. There are a lot of folks here. I think the estimate that I read on the LVCVA website was 23,000, but that's not a final count. That count would be available after the show. But there are a lot of people here. I'm in the Zeiss booth. This is a German company, Zeiss. They have lots of divisions, one of which made the lens for my camera. But the reason I stopped here was that they have a lens that they have been marketing for a year or so that's called a drive-safe lens. And I talked at length to a marketing fella. The lenses are high-end, and I kept asking, what's the price, what's the price? Depends on the insurance, etc., etc. And then he mentioned a figure like $500. He said the lens is one that helps drivers make the transition from looking far in the distance and then looking down at their dashboard, and it helps with glare. If you order such a lens, it will be made in one of, I think he said, 16 labs here in the U.S. If you want a high-end lens, you will go to your local optometrist and order it through the private means. You won't go to Sam's Club or Walmart, for example. Is your kid proudly a geek? There is eyewear for him or her. Every profession has its vocabulary. The word hysteresis, did not know what it meant.
It's a fairly new word.
It's a new word, and it means
the elasticity of the eye.
The elasticity of the eye. I didn't know I had elasticity, but I do. Okay, and it's called hysteresis. Clearly, the story of this show is blue light and protection from it. Now, at the Blue Tech Lenses booth, the gal I was talking to even mentioned that some people use Blue Tech lenses even though they don't need a prescription. They will wear the glasses that are plano, just to protect their eyes if they are computer users, if they're driving at night, etc. So blue light is the thing to be worried about. I hope what all they're saying is true and that we can be protected more than we are now. Eyeglasses with earrings to match, only from Italy. This is a business-to-business show. People who own eye care stores or who are ophthalmologists come to pick up products for the coming seasons. This is the Kenmark Group, and lots of folks are sitting down looking at samples and hopefully buying. The glasses for a bad hair day. Maybe nobody will recognize you. I don't follow them anymore, but those are two eyeballs with signs on the back that say, think about your eyes. This sign is familiar. I ordered a pair of fit-overs after attending this trade show a couple years ago. I used them for driving during the day in the bright Las Vegas sun, and they work great. If your little one needs glasses and needs some encouragement, these are Dilly Dally Eyewear with cartoons. Clarity Eyewear has a new take on the blue protection. They will sell you a pair of glasses with two clip-ons. One is for daytime. It will be basically sunglasses. And the other will be a clip-on that attaches right to the glasses for use when you are looking at a computer, a laptop, etc. I stopped at the Eschenbach booth because a gentleman here was demonstrating a, what did you call it again?
The Visolux Digital.
Visa Lux Digital, and this is a little machine that would help people with severe eye problems able to read the newspaper, the fine print, etc. This machine would be costly, probably a little over $900, but it will connect you with the world. I need to stop here where they're talking about OcuSoft because the sign here talked about eyelid hygiene, and we are told that the product OcuSoft helps to clear up a condition called blepharitis, which is irritation of the eyelid. And OcuSoft helps get rid of oil around the eyes that contributes to the irritation. Fortunately, I've never had blepharitis, but if you have, you might know a lot about OcuSoft. I had an explanation from this gentleman about what SynMed does, and one of the things they do is distribute machines like this. This is a machine that will take a picture of my retina. I said, why take a picture? He said, because it can capture much more detail than just a doctor looking through some kind of microscope. This is made by Canon, and he said these machines, depending on the complexity and what they can do, can range from $15,000 to $60,000. So, if you think your visit to the retina specialist is a little expensive, it's because he or she uses expensive equipment. This is Brian Myers, and Optic Wash is his product, which is very popular here. Why did you design this, and how long did it take?
It's taken about 4 years to develop, and we wanted to come up with something nobody's ever done before. We actually did it. We used to own car dealerships. And I wanted something that didn't require all the employees. I had 160 employees. I wanted something in vending that would make money when I wasn't there, but yet I wanted something that nobody had ever done before. Because we're in Florida, I looked around, and where we were at, I could see about 100 people, and everybody had on glasses. I told my son, I said, let's create a way to clean glasses. That's how they do it.
Well, your son told me that what this is here, and my glasses are being washed at the moment, that this is a car wash for glasses.
It removes everything. Remove hairspray, makeup, salt, oils. Here, try them on, see what you think.
Okay, and the idea is to put these kiosks into malls or...
We put them into airports, malls, resort areas, any retail establishment where there's an influx of people, that's where we'll be. We're at this show because the interest from the doctors, the private sector for the vision centers was so great, we designed a machine that they could put into their offices. The footprint's only 22 inches across, so it doesn't take up any more room than a trash can.
Okay, in these it would be a $2 charge, or?
In the public we charge $2.
Okay, but the doctor may or may not charge.
Gift cards that have credits on it, he can choose if he wants to charge or not. Most of them aren't going to charge. They'll offer it as a service to the customers to keep them coming back in and using it. Instead of seeing them every 2 years, now they'll be able to get the customers back once a week, once a month to use this kiosk.
I'll be darned. Well, good luck with this.
Thank you.
Something I've never seen before. The Optic Wash. I believe at the last convention I attended, Korea had the same signage. Korea, where the future begins. Kind of right in the middle of the show floor are the massage folks, and they are busy. It is the afternoon, so I guess some folks are a little tired of walking. I stopped at the Kasperic USA Optical exhibit because they have an unusual deal for independent offices who want to buy their lenses, and they have lots of them here. Kasperic is a family-owned company, and their show special is purchase 20 frames and receive an Apple Watch. And what else? Purchase 15 frames and receive an iPad mini. Purchase 22 frames and receive an iPad Air. Well, these are all, and then they have Fitbits here, so that must be for a few fewer purchases. Anyway, seems like a nice company, and their giveaways are very tempting. My memory's going. I said, I know redirect from something, and a gentleman here said, from Shark Tank. I said, yes, from Shark Tank. And I didn't realize I even have their product. This lady bending over is showing us that her glasses have not fallen off, because redirect is these little magnetic holders that you can wear and stick your glasses in there, and they won't fall off, and you don't have to stick them down your cleavage. Anyway, I said, how's business? Gentleman here said $22 million later, we're still going strong. Stopped here because the sign attracted my attention. Doctors are people too. And I was talking to the young man in the middle, and he explained that the company he represents, in fact he seems to be a co-founder, is in Orem, Utah, and it is a company that helps medical and ophthalmology practices and dental practices become more friendly on social media. And they have signs, and they encourage photos, and they encourage patients and the doctor's office to share the photos and have a little more fun. He said that most people would like to know their doctors on a personal basis. Yes, doctors are people too. The company's only 2 years old, and I imagine that it is growing rapidly, because he didn't finish a sentence he was going to start about telling me about the growth. But you can see here, there are interested folks. The company is Banyan. This is Ron's Optical, and they have all kinds of glasses cases, but also little purses for your glasses, and lots and lots and lots of them. Ron's Optical also has fancy beaded glasses holders. They're very pretty. New word, philosophize. Everything else that's in fashion comes from Italy, and so does eyewear. Or one can go to Spain and get Mo, or I don't know how you pronounce it. Looks like Mo Eyewear, best-selling brand in Spain.
Make sure you send us
the Liberty Sport booth, and here we have
right here.
Okay, there's the logo. The Rider Collection. Boy, you can look cool with these reflective lenses and frames that meet what? The
Z87 ANSI standard.
Z87 ANSI standard. Neat looking. I don't know why seeing this poster of Hello Kitty has reminded me it's time to say farewell to this show, but it is. It's 4 o'clock and my feet are tired. So, looking at Hello Kitty, my message is, see you next time.